Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Melissa Oti, and if you're new on this channel, please kindly like this video, subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you get notified whenever I post new content on this channel. So you guys, I'm just going to be talking about something really important today. I'm going to be bringing a news to your doorstep. Net migration in the UK normally runs at 230,000 in a year. But in this year 2022 alone, that is from January to June, a total of 1 million people have migrated to the UK. Did you guys hear that? 1 million people. And Home Office is saying that Nigerians and Indians are topping the list. I am Nigerian. I don't know about Indians because I'm not from India, but as a Nigerian that I am, I completely understand where Home Office is coming from, because I mean, the influx of Nigerians in the UK right now is quite a lot, and to be honest, I don't blame anybody, because everybody is seeking for better life, not just for themselves but for their children as well. And the most common route that is being used to travel to the UK right now is the student route, because after that you're given like 2 years to look for a job. And most people lately, the moment they are finishing their masters or their BSc, they get the care work visa and they're able to stay in the UK for 5 years. And of course, you know, the UK accommodates foreign students to bring their dependents. Africans, we produce a lot of kids. Just one person is the student as the man, and then the man is coming with a wife and 3 kids are dependent. That's like family of 5 coming. Meanwhile, just one person that is schooling. I absolutely do not blame anybody. Everybody just wants a way out. Home Office is saying that 34,000 Nigerians alone accounted for 31,898 dependents. Now imagine 34,000 people are actually the main applicant, like 34,000 students, now accounting for 31,898 dependents. Can you imagine? Now they are saying that in 2019, the ratio of dependents being granted visa to the main applicant was 26:1. But this year, that's from January to June, currently it is 5:1. So they are saying that the influx of Nigerians, Indians and Libyans into the UK is alarming. I'm just going to read out what is here. I'll put it up on the screen. Net migration is currently running at 230,000 people a year. And last month, Home Office figures revealed that the number of visas for foreign nationals to live, study and work in the UK had exceeded 1 million for the first time. And students account for a large population of overall immigration, with numbers up by 60% in a year, from 256,000 to nearly 411,000 in the year to June. That's from January to June 2022 alone. Students up the number of immigration from 256,000 to 411,000 in a year. Home Office is saying that migrating to the UK using the student route is currently uncontrolled and uncapped, hence leading to an increased number. And they're saying that they're not trying to stop immigration, but they are trying to control the mix, because they believe that this particular area is in need of tightening. And frankly, the UK government they can be really firm sometimes. Like when they say something, they work on it and they don't stop until they get result. They don't bluff, they don't blab, they just come up and write something or say something and don't do anything about it. Once a particular area is being questioned or is in need of review, they are definitely going to work on it. So how does this affect Nigerians now? I don't know what is going to be the result of this review, but one thing I can tell for sure is that they are most likely going to tighten it. Probably they might put some measures in place that might reduce the influx of people, or they might start to scrutinize visas. We all know that countries like Canada, Australia, US, the fact that you gain admission to study in their country and pay their school fees does not mean that you're going to get visa. Like I have friends that got admission to study in the US and Canada and they denied them visas. But in the UK, your UK immigration system is a bit loosened up when it comes to student route and skilled worker route. For instance, if you get a job and then your employer offers you COS and you meet all the requirements, they are not going to deny you. Or let's say you get admission to study in one of the universities, you've paid your deposits, you've gotten your cars, and you've been able to prove that you can fend for yourself throughout the duration of your study, and at the same time you can prove to them that you have the school fees in your bank account, and of course your references is sound and everything. Like once your documents are in order, you're most likely going to visa. UK does not deny anyhow like other countries. So I think that'd be what they might look into. They might do it in a way that the fact that you get admission does not mean you're going to get a visa, just to reduce the influx of people. At the moment, it's safe to say that the UK is the 37th country in Nigeria. If you're looking at coming to the UK, it's just best for you to hasten up things, because they don't just wake up one morning and make changes. They have meetings on committees, they review these things keenly, so it might take a while. So if you know that you're already in the process of coming to the UK, actually using the student route, I would say you should just try your best to hasten things up. A few years ago, the moment you're done with your studies and you're capping up with your graduation, you're leaving that week. Don't give you time to organize yourself. You can just tell you, oh yeah, your visa has expired, pack your load and get out. But I think it was sometime last year, that 2019 or 2020, I'm not quite sure, they changed the rules and say, okay, you can stay back after 2 years and just use the 2 years to get a job and all that. So the chairman of Migration UK is saying that they know that a lot of people are not actually coming to the UK to study. They are using it as a settlement route, which is the truth. And they are saying that migration review is to consider overhauling the visa system to address labor shortages and at the same time attract talent and improve economic growth. By this statement, is looking like they might reduce the rate at which they grant people Tier 4 visa, and they probably increase the rate at which they grant people other visas, like probably skilled worker visa, global talent visa, and visas that are aimed at boosting the economic growth. And they are saying that these changes is aimed at increasing numbers in some areas and decreasing numbers in some areas. So probably they might just look at the area there's influx of students and their dependents, and that's probably areas where the school fees are very, very cheap, and they might decide to just reduce the rate at which they grant people admissions and the rate at which they grant student visas. And then the areas where there are less foreign students, they might increase the number of Tier 4 visas that they grant in those areas. Even as we speak right now, there was an issue that came up some time ago where I live. The university accepted deposits from foreign students, and this deposit is like between 3,500 to 4,000 depending on your course, and they refuse to grant them cash. So the pressure is getting worse. And like it, when I heard it, I could not believe it until like somebody I know was actually affected, and I was like, how? And also saying that across work visas, the number and ratio to dependents also increased, nearly doubling in a year from 55,747 to 109,649. Wow. But the truth is that if you know you can still come to the UK, like, please keep applying, do what you can to come, because I feel really happy whenever I go to my town center and I see lots and lots of blacks. Like, it makes me feel at home when I see blacks. There's a place in Manchester where we normally go to buy our African food. Like, if you go there, you will literally feel like you're in Nigeria. Some set of people will be speaking Igbo, some set of people will be speaking Yoruba, Pidgin, and you're like, wow, like you literally just feel at home there. In fact, there's a place you even pass and they'll be blasting Fela's song, and like, am I still in the UK? So if you know all you can do to actually migrate, possibly this year, please just double your hustle, do all you can to migrate, because I feel like things are really, really going to get tighter. As they say in quote, this area is in desperate need of tightening, and trust me, that statement is not a bluff. They actually mean it, and they will work on it. Sorry to say this, but Nigerians, we are also not going about these things the right way. There are a lot of people that just fake marriage certificates and fake these things just to bring people as their dependents and collect millions of naira from them. Like, we do a lot of things. Like, and the truth is that they know the fact that they are just calm, keeping quiet, does not mean that they are now. This, but they are very smart. They know the things that we do. Friends who just come together, arrange themselves like as husband and wives, just to come to the UK. So many things go on underground, and I feel like at this point we just really need to slow down with the illegal stuff. Another issue that a lot of Nigerians are facing currently now is not even Nigerians, foreigners, people that are trooping into the UK, is accommodation issues. Right now, the fact that you have your money, you've got your references and all that, does not even mean that you're going to get accommodation. Like, it is crazy. And what if I tell you that right now the Nigerians are charging their fellow Nigerians to accommodate them? It trended online sometime last week that Nigerians are charging their fellow Nigerians £50 per night. 50 times 30, do you know what that is? If you don't have your money, they will just kick you out. Nobody has got your time, and now that is even becoming cold and all that, nobody wants to be out in the cold. I know when you come, you need time to settle. Like, things are just really rough right now. Accommodation is an issue. Even at the point UK universities issue out a warning to foreign students that have already gotten admission not to come because of housing issues. Like, it's just so insane. If you're planning on coming to the UK right now and you know someone that is already in the UK, and you know the person very well, you can just beg the person to help you to look for accommodation. I don't even know how they do it, because I feel like they normally ask for a lot of documents and stuff, but I think it's possible because people do it. I know people that look for accommodation for their friends or for their relatives coming, so that when they come, they will be settled, because it's just really crazy. You guys, let me know what you think of this content, and of course, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've not liked this video, what are you waiting for? If you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to this channel and click the bell so that you will get more from this channel. Till I see you all in my next one. Bye guys.